So off we went from Huahine to Tahaa, and then hopped across to Raiatea, and then a longer hop to, meant to be Niue, but we took a turn to port to Aututaki, where we ran into some strife. You'll see in this video. And it's a beautiful day out here on the Pacific Ocean. We're crossing from Huahine to Tahaa. You can just see it in the distance there. So what's meant to be a 4-hour sail. The day is now so beautiful. The wind is gone. And you can see top left corner there we're doing 3.4 knots, 4 knots. And the bottom right corner you can see our expected time of arrival, about 6 o'clock tonight, which is dark. You don't want to be going through a pass and trying to find an anchorage in the dark, so we're soon going to turn on the engines, the iron sails, just to make up some time. So we've just arrived at Tahaa Island, which is just on the other side of Raiatea, but we are over here, and Irish is just making sure that all the ladies on the boats around us are properly dressed. Here's the big sailing ship. Doesn't know whether it's a sailboat or a ship. I think they're on their way out. Yeah, here we are. Nicely anchored down, and another island to explore for a few days. We need to get going to Tonga though. And we've got some weather has come, and now it's blowing up to about 25 knots. We're anchored in sand, so we're fairly confident that we won't go dragging into those guys. That's assuming they stay put, of course. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a windy, weathery night. It's sunrise, first sunrise here in Tahaa Island, and it's a goodie. One night's sleep at a nice anchorage over there just outside Tuahutu Pass, where we came in yesterday. And we are motoring. We're going to try and get closer to town. We need to get to the gendarmerie, which is the police station, and we need to start the checkout process to check out of French Polynesia. We are So this is the gap between Tahaa Island and Raiatea Island. Trying to get close to town over there. Where the gendarmerie, the police station. French word for police station is gendarmerie. So this is a one-man island. And you can see why it's one-man island. There's the resident, he's just leaving. That's one-man island. Someone set up their own little private island here. It's a little island, its own little little pay. I think there's a little bench and chairs there. Lovely. Little harbour here at Raiatea in Aututaki town. Inevitable church. It's the Champion supermarket. Irish is impatiently waiting. It's Monday night, brown night, always brown night. Every night's brown night on Viento del Mar, doesn't matter what day of the week. Once again it's chicken, which is the cheap version. And sorry, all the noise there is the dinghy bouncing around in the background. Let me show you, the sun is just busy, well, it's gone down. Last bit of sunlight, and yeah, life is good on Viento del Mar. Dave drying off his linen. He hasn't seen what's behind him. I think his linen's about to get wet. I told you you're going to get wet.
You can see the rain behind me. Why didn't you say something?
I told it on the video, man. You can watch the video and run in for cover. All your linen is wet.
Oh, wash day blues.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon, 25th of July. We are on a mooring ball. You can see it over there. It has been pulled for all it's worth because we got wind against us and we got that coming straight at us. And yeah, that looks like a serious bit of rain, hopefully no lightning. But hold, mooring ball, hold.
Here we are at Raiatea doing our final provisioning. This is the less expensive liquid going in, the water. The more expensive ones have already gone in, the diesel, the gasoline, petrol, and this is the little docking area and the Shell service station, which charges us for the privilege not only of supplying the fuel but of processing the tax-free benefit because we're leaving the country.
So we're sailing around right here. It's going past the airport, and we're going to look for somewhere to anchor. We've fueled up, we've watered up, we've put petrol in the dinghy, and we are ready for to head west towards Niue and then Tonga. Tomorrow's our weather window. Right, engines are started. It's the morning of the 27th of July. It's a Thursday, not a Friday. We don't like to depart on a Friday. And leaving Raiatea, and we won't go to Bora Bora, but that is all we're going to get. That is Bora Bora over there. That's all we'll see of it. Let's go. So all the fishermen are probably asking what fish was it. It was a short bill spearfish of the marlin species. It probably weighed about 30 kilograms and gave us all this great meat. We caught it on a red and black feather. So we were sailing along happily to Niue when this came up on the weather. It looked like we were just going to get battered by some serious wind from the side. So we took the easy option, which we thought was easy, turned out not so easy, and a short left to Aututaki. So they're widening the channel into Aututaki here, and they need to. It is very narrow. We had about 2 meters on each side of the boat, and we're coming in now to the little inner harbour. So we negotiated that channel, which is about 20 meters wide and about 800 meters long, fine. And then we got into the little inner harbour, checked it out, and then went outside. And as we got outside, we got caught by a little rip current, and it dragged us onto that coral reef you see there. We got bashed and bumped around, got stuck on it. Eventually, the local dive boat, organised by some local yachties who were in the harbour, came and pulled us sideways off the reef. We took some damage. You'll see in the next video the damage we took on the bottom of the boat. Bubbles, that's the dive operation. Thanks, Bubbles. At one stage during the ordeal, we seriously thought we were going to lose the boat. We were getting seriously smashed. But also to thank Audacia, Dave Shearer and Charlie, who came and helped us anchor and secure the boat while we were stuck on the reef. And Paikea, who called, which was Tina and Johnny, who called the dive boat. Thanks, guys. Yachty's always willing to help. Both New Zealand boats, I might add. And yeah, once again, thanks, guys. No footage of all the drama. The last thing you're thinking of when you're about to lose your boat is videoing it. So yeah, unfortunately, no footage. But I'll show you the damage in the next video. and a much needed beer after a day of hard drama. We eventually did go anchor into inside the little harbour. We squeezed in, and yeah, it was very nice. Aututaki, fantastic little island. It's very much run by New Zealand still. You can see on the right here is Audacia. Dave and Charlie's boat came to help us. And this is the little coffee shop, Bubbles Coffee Shop, belongs to the dive operation, so we supported them fully every morning for coffee, and everyone gathered there to plan their day. And there was Viento del Mar. I can keep an eye on it so it didn't get up to more trouble, and to make sure it was still floating. I must just add the outstanding feature of Aututaki is they don't allow any dogs. There are no dogs on the island. So it's magnificent running around here. I don't get chased by any dogs. Very weird, but I love dogs. But it was quite nice to have no dogs running around the island. This is been constructed here at Aitutaki. Looks like a big Kontiki boat, traditional boat. Obviously they used to cross the oceans here in wooden ones like this, but this is the modern version, aluminium. This is main road Aitutaki, and just about everyone rides a scooter here. We're looking to hire a scooter, and all the shops are along this road, so we've got quite a bit done here. We've got bread, oil, onions, all sorts, but every little shop you got to walk along the road. So because we were anchored in this small little harbour with 4 other boats, we all had to use stern lines. Now there was an anchor out the back as well, to stop the boats from swinging around in the wind, and mark all the line with our fenders, otherwise all the local boats would be going over our anchor line. So stern anchoring, a whole new level. Sybil and Bo on Sabo anchored next to us. They lent us their bicycles for the day, so off we went straight up to the pub at the top of the island. On the way back, a little unplanned detour into another pub where the All Blacks were playing Australia live. So we watched with all the local, more New Zealanders or more Kiwis than Australians. So it was a very one-sided affair, but All Blacks squeaked that one. It was a bit nerve-wracking for the All Blacks, but they managed to pip the Aussies in that one.
Okay, so it's basically sundowner time, and we have invited all the yachts who are in this area, in this little harbour, and that's 5 to come and join us on our front deck. I'll just walk through so you can see who they are. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Top. That's right on. Yeah, thank you. Top up. Awesome. Little, not Spice Gold, but a rum and coke. And it is Saturday night. I think it's the 5th of August. Right time. After sundown, drinks on the deck. Another bicycle trip. And we're going to look for beer and pizza and beer probably. But this is a little grocery store. Tina's, only place open on the island, 24/7. Here we are at the boat shed, top of Aututaki Island. And yeah, very cool. Sunday afternoon, Sunday the 6th of August. Out there is the big Pacific Ocean where we head out tomorrow to Tonga, hopefully to Tonga. Chicken burgers for lunch. Could take a while. Day show, modifying the Starlink so it doesn't tilt, so it stays flat. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 boats in this tiny harbour, and that's by Kia leaving for Tonga. They are watch the reef out there, don't go left. Yeah, good Kiwis. They helped get the dive boat out to pull us off the reef. This is the channel. We're going out at pace. And I think we're out. Woo! Look at that mess. Heavy current. And not long after leaving Aitutaki, tried to get up the spinnaker up, and Irish and I got hammered again. Some blood to show for our efforts. 5:30 in the morning on my night watch, and it was all going swimmingly until that yellow patch appeared on the radar. Some rain. So I've covered up the side of the boat, you can't see it, but I've covered the cockpit up this side so I don't get too wet. It has also sucked away all our wind, so we're going now only at 3 or 4 knots. But I'm sure it'll pack a punch and bring our wind back with a vengeance soon. Let's see. End of day 3 at sea. The wind has died on us, so we're motoring. But it was a good day. We had some good wind and then no wind. Yeah, but looks like we're in for I dare say, a peaceful night under motor. You know, we're expecting some bad weather when we put up the back windows or clears or covers. We're expecting some rain and wind from all directions from tomorrow. So we just getting ready, and we can cozy in here in the cockpit. Date is the 10th of August. We are nearing the international date line, so we'll lose a day. But yeah, there we are. Little triangle top right, and then you can see that reef there, that's Beveridge Reef. We'd love to go in there, but we under time schedule, so we're not going to go into Beveridge Reef. It would be perfect conditions. We have another buddy boat. They went in there. But look at that. It's day 4 at sea on our way to Tonga. Or end of day 4. We've got the sun going down over there, as you can see. Let me just try and focus on the sun. There it is. And yeah, it's been a motoring day, and we have burnt a lot of diesel, but at least we keep moving forward. Sea has been flat, to say the least. We've got a lot of other things done on the boat, things you can do on the day when the boat's not rolling around. So yeah, a bit of a different day at sea. But it's the most we've motored at one stretch in a long time, and we still got about another 6 hours of motoring before the wind picks up at midnight tonight. Yeah, the joys. But sunset like that makes it all worthwhile. And as I said, end of day 4, and we have been treated to Irish's fish cakes. We're not sure if it's marlin or tuna, but I'm soon to find out. But wow, fish cakes, awesome. Made from French baguettes as well. So there's baguettes in there, and the sun's going down outside, beautiful. And it's a crappy day at sea, day 6 on the way to Tonga, the 12th of August. Yeah, 20-25 knots of wind, rain, just miserable. And in the wake of the boat there, it's all just messy. So we've got the wind on the beam, in other words coming directly from our port side, from our left, as you can see on the chart plot here. You can see over there, that's us, and the wind's coming directly from the side as we go right to left. Yeah, pretty uncomfortable. We've been bashed around at sea, hammering into the waves for 24 hours. We're tired of it, so we've changed our course to go a little bit more with the sea. So we were going to meet Robin and Erin over there in Nuku'alofa, but we've changed to go meet them at Hapa'i. So they're going to catch a ferry from Nuku'alofa up to Hapa'i, Lifuka Island. What it means is we, instead of going into the wind here, we've got a much better angle going that way. So still a bit of rock and roll, but not nearly as bad. And also we don't then have to worry about sailing from Nuku'alofa to the Hapa'i Islands, which looks pretty tricky over the next week. So it's worked out for all of us. Yeah, when all else fails, lower your standards and change your plan. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We are approaching Tonga, and I need to send off the advance arrival form to the customs before 24 hours before arrival. So here I am, 1 o'clock in the morning, doing customs and immigration admin. The joys of customs and immigration, bane of my life. And the laundromat at sea. And here you can see us approaching Lifuka Island in Tonga. And we, coming into Tonga, you cross the international date line. So we went from 11 hours ahead of South Africa to 11 hours behind. Sorry, other way around. It's very confusing. We went from 11 hours behind South Africa to 11 hours ahead of South Africa, all within the space of a split second. We did have a little celebratory drink. We had already crossed into the Eastern Hemisphere, but now into another day. We lost a day. So yeah, very confusing. We're still trying to work it out. And here we we are approaching Lifuka Island in the Hapa'i group in Tonga. It is Tuesday 15th August. Let's think about that. We have crossed the date line. But there it is. Very flat. Looks very much like an atoll that we had in the Tuamotu's Bekarava atoll. But it's not an atoll, it's an island. And the sea has tested us for 3 days, 4 days. We still got some, looks like some dark stuff coming up behind us, which might just throw a little sting in the tail. But here we are. Might look fairly calm, but these waves are, and swells are rolling us. And it all worked out. We arrived in Lifuka Island. Pangaa is the town. Robin and Erin arrived by ferry from Nuku'alofa. And yeah, in the next video, our adventures with brother Robin and niece Erin. Look forward to that.